to be honest, these last few hours in Paris, as we go into the new year here in Paris, I just want to sit and just think about how I want my 2025 to go. One of the things I do want to do more often is find places to just sit and be still with myself. Because I actually have my best thoughts when I'm just quiet, observant, and just listening to my surroundings. A lot of this year I've been on the go, on a plane, on a flight, speaking, putting together events, and I'm grateful for it all. But I really am so proud that I agreed to this trip the last week of the year to really just reset my central nervous system. Because if I would have went into the year the way I predicted I was ending it, sick, just all over the place, angry, that's how my year would have been next year, So, and I don't want that. I want my year to be not stagnant. I want my year to be stable. I want it to be profitable. I want my year to be the most profitable year. I want strategy. I want the discipline. I want so much more for myself, and I'm actually putting in the work to do that. And to be honest, I want to spend more time in places like this. This is one of the very first few trips that I've had this year. It may be the only trip this year that made me feel like, wow, for one, this feels like home. If I wanted to call this home at one day. But in the same breath, I was so inspired. I'm not always inspired in Miami, where I go frequently, or even, thank you. Ooh, sorry. Thank you. Thanks so much. I got my espresso to go with my dessert that I'm ordering. But yeah, y'all, 2025. I'm ready to come for it all. I'm tired of living in fear, this imposter syndrome that I do have as a founder. See, in June, when I was laid off, I just knew I was going to find another 9 to 5 and just still be working on Gem on the side. But yesterday, I want to share something with you guys. Yesterday, we had a booking on Gem. This Atlanta influencer and podcaster booked a photographer for a dinner party for her and her lady. And in my head, I'm like, okay, that's cool. Like, because, people book photographers for all kinds of different stuff, right? So I'm like, oh, cool. And then I got a beautiful message from her and the photographer. The photographer was touched. She was touched. And she said, this was a wonderful photographer. My lady loved this. Thank you so much, Brie. However I could support Gem or post about Gem or whatever, I'm going to do it because this was a smooth process. And that's the whole point about Gem, is for bookings to be very smooth when you're working with a creator, a photographer, an artist, a videographer, an influencer, a musician. It should be simple. It should be, hey, I'm booking this person for this date, this time. And then they get paid right after the service. Done. Boom. But what really brought tears to my eyes is I didn't know it was an engagement or proposal shoot. I guess that's what it's called. She asked her lady to be her wife. And I was like, wow. You mean to tell me someone from GEM captured that moment and we get to reshare that? That is art at its finest. For one, it's black love, it's black queer love, and it's our first booking that we process. And it ties so much back to what I want in life one day. You know, I want to have a wife, I want to have kids. And to just see that was just so beautiful, and it makes me want to continue going harder, because that's just one person. Imagine 1,000 bookings, or imagine 10,000 bookings. I mean, I feel like this is how the founders of Airbnb felt. I feel like when they had their first few bookings and then had their first few good reviews, like, oh my God, I enjoyed my stay, I had more room, and blah, blah, blah. Because, you know, here's my thing. Next time I come to Europe, I'm staying in Airbnb. That's just that. I understand why people want to stay in a hotel. And I also understand why people want to stay in an Airbnb. I think I'm actually one of those people who prefers an Airbnb at this point, because I be out so much and I want space when I get back. I prefer, and then if you're with other people, you can even book different rooms in the house, so we can still have each other's safety and each other's back, but we could be in our own rooms. So I do prefer certain things like that. It's also cheaper, it looks like. If I come back here, I could get like a place for 2 weeks for like $800-900, and then if I come with friends, yeah, it's gonna be more money, but we're splitting it. So point B, I feel like that's how Airbnb probably felt at some point. Yay! Grand Boulet. Thank you.
Nem sabia que tinha vídeo de 35 € lá. 6,90. Rose, madame?
Hi. How much for one rose? And do you have Cash App?
Ouais, 10 €. Attends.
Do
10. Only 10.
cash? Oh, cash.
Attends.
You only have cash?
Ai, maman.
I gotta work on my French.
10.
Oh no, I'm from America. So
Mais 5. 5.
yeah.
Parce que moi, j'invente pas beaucoup.
I know I don't have cash.
J'ai un 4.
Yeah, I don't have cash. I don't.
4, 5.
You sure?
Ouais. Ça, c'est très belle, hein?
You sure? I don't have money. I don't have money to give. I only have Cash App.
Non, je ne veux pas la monnaie comme ça. 5.
I was trying to tell him I don't have cash. Yeah.
Excuse-moi. Bonjour, madame.
I was trying to get you flowers,
Oh, no.
but I don't have cash. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I don't have cash.
Non, il n'y a pas de problème.
Yeah.
C'est bon?
Yeah, I'm saying I don't have cash.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. Thank you. I was talking to myself on the Osmo. Cheers.
Hold on. Oh shit, what's that?
I was telling the people how I felt after having my first booking yesterday with the engagement shoot.
Oh my god.
That's why I was just sitting out here thinking about, like, wow. I was saying I can only imagine how the Airbnb people felt when they got their first few bookings and got good reviews.
Yes.
Or even people on Peer Space and stuff, like the feeling of that. I said that's art at its finest.
Mm-hmm.
So awesome.